Alright guys, welcome back to another reaction video. My name is James.
Ninetailedbrush.
And today we're going to be watching Haikyuu episode 9. So last episode left off where basically we're trying to get Ace on the team, and it left off with him like looking at his hands and thinking about volleyball, and we kind of left off there. And if we can get him on the team, then we can get our libero on the team as well. I forget his name.
Nishinoya.
Yeah. And so we're kind of in the middle here, and then I think the coach got us like a big match, or the teacher got us a big match trying to get us a coach. So there's like all that kind of stuff up in the air. I didn't even realize we were going to get a coach till last episode. So I'm kind of excited. I really just want to get into it. But yeah, as always, the full-length reaction of this episode is going to be up on our Patreon, as well as next week's episodes. Those are also going to be available up on our Patreon early access. We have a small but loyal Haikyuu audience, so thank you so much, guys. You guys have been awesome, whether you're on the Patreon or not. Thank you for your support. And let's just get into Haikyuu episode 9. That was awesome. I like how they were so confident in focusing not on the main characters. Like, yeah, I mean, because, like, I think it's about the team, but I feel like Hinata and Kageyama are, like, the main characters. And I liked how, you know, sometimes shows are afraid of that. Mm. And I like how this show kind of just shamelessly was like, look, this is an episode about Ace. And that's awesome. And it was. I mean, like, that's, like, you know, his moment at the end. I mean, that's really cool. And I liked that. I like seeing his backstory and seeing, once again, somehow they find a way to have a character that is wholly unique and competitive and doubtful and whatever in his own way.
Yeah.
And I really like that. Like, I feel like you got to know the character to where if something comes up, I already have a feeling of how he's going to react because I feel like I know his character now, which is really cool.
Yeah. I just like seeing, you know, the way that certain people, because of their personality, have to overcome certain obstacles, you know? Whereas, like, to probably, like, some of the other characters, like, that wouldn't even be a problem, you know? But, like, for certain characters, it is. And so I like seeing each of them have to, you know, kind of understand each other and feel like come to terms with, you know, like, the loss and things like that.
Yeah. What were you saying about being able to kind of
relate? I was going to say, so, in League of Legends, now, I know some people might find this, like, weird or funny, but, dude, gaming is very close to like sports and things like that, right?
No, it is, because there's a huge team element.
Oh, huge.
Even if, like, I get obviously the athletic thing, but like, let's be real. If you're playing a real serious video game, there's a huge team element, just like there's a team element in sports.
And there's a lot of like, you know, like mechanics and things like that that are very similar to sports. For example, like positions, right? You have positions in sports that do certain things, and in games you do that too, right?
Yeah.
So, for example, like when I play a game, League of Legends, and like I play with my brother or something like that, right? I'll play a position, for example, support. Yeah. Right? And to me, I get that same feeling of not like, you know, not to that extreme of like, you know, I feel like it's like, I don't know, a personal thing. Yeah. But like I get that feeling of like, hey, you know, if I'm the support and you're my damage dealer, let's say, right? Yeah. I cannot do damage. Yeah. You can do damage.
So all I can do is set you up, yeah.
But if you, like, for example, my brother decides, hey, I'm giving up the game because this is looking like an L, you know? I'm sitting there like, hey, we can still win. I can't win it. You can. Yeah. But if it's unfair to me if you give up, right? Yeah. Because I've been kind of like assisting you the entire time and trying to, like, that's the only thing I can do. Yeah. Right? Yeah. And so I get that feeling of frustration, like, so well. It comes through so well. And I can see that, like, if you were, you know, someone that can only play on defense, you know, and you have the spikers and they decide, hey, this game's lost, you know? Yeah. Then it's like, dude, like, you can't just do that. You're forcing me to, like, give up, basically.
Yeah, but even outside of gaming, I think, like, that idea of... I think it's respectable because, like, you see the opposite of it, where, like, have you ever had those people who are, like, trying to help, but they're not helping because they're just trying to feel like they're helping, where it's like, oh, there are these things you could do because you can't do whatever. It's like, you know, this thing or whatever I need to do. Like, you could help around that. So I like that about the show. And even with Ace, like that you know, it is kind of like a hero's journey, but the hero's journey is like the extreme, right? Where it's like they have nothing, they have no skills, and they learn to rise above and be a hero. Yeah. Whereas I like that they cover the nuance, because that happens honestly in life more, of like, oh no, you're just scared and you don't hate this thing, or you're decent at this thing and you just need to work at it more, or you need to trust this person more. And so I like that this show kind of deals with that, because it, just like what you were talking about, I think just all of it, like that related to you specifically, but I think all of these characters and their different nuances and their actual things that they need to get over are deeply relatable, because they're very nuanced. It's not the extreme, and because they have so many characters, they can cover kind of these different sorts of ways of dealing with things.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, so I think that's awesome. Thank you guys for watching. As always, the full-length reaction to this episode is going to be up on our Patreon. And then, like I said, next week's episodes of Haikyuu are also going to be up there if you guys want to check that out. Support us, help us keep doing what we're doing. But either way, thanks for watching. Thank you for joining us. And we will see you in the next video.